Assalamu alaikum and good morning. This morning we are going to talk about the measurement of mass of children, mass or weight. This is a very essential measurement and it has got the significance in all age ranges. If a child fails to gain mass or weight or experiences a rapid loss of weight in childhood, this may signal a deeper problem which requires a complete physical and psychological examination. Both underweight and overweight conditions in childhood have serious ramifications when it comes to the quality of life in adulthood and old age. There are also indications that stunting in childhood is induced by wasting. As I've already explained that stunting means the child is short for age and wasting means the child has lesser weight for his height. The materials which are required in order to perform a measurement of mass or weight is eraser, beam scale, magnifying glass, pencil, set square set, spirit level, a standard mass of 2 kg, torch and wooden board. Now, what are the least counts of the different instruments which are being used for the measurement of mass or weight? If you recall, as I gave you in the first lecture, the least count is the least possible measurement which can be performed from an instrument. So we have two types of instruments from which we can measure mass or weight. The bathroom scale measures weight, which is the force with which the earth pulls something to the ground, and officially it should be in newtons in System International or in pounds in FPS or the British system. However, there is a tradition to even report the weight which is obtained from the bathroom scale in terms of kilograms, which is in fact wrongly reported because kilogram is giving you the measurement of mass. The bathroom scale is using Hooke's law for the measurement of weight. By stretching of the spring, it corresponds to the pull of the earth. The least count of the bathroom scale is 0.5 kilograms, and this least count is not appropriate for serious studies involving the growth disorders. The normal least count of the beam scale is 0.1 kg. The beam scale is made on the basis of a lever when a child is standing, and then we are going to balance the mass, standard masses on the beams over there, and using the principle of lever, when both of them are balanced, then we get the mass of the child. And we have enhanced this beam scale to 0.01 kilogram, and we have been using it from 2011 till 2015. And the enhancement was performed using a set squares, and in this set squares we have these graduations from which we can read to 1/10 of the usual standards. Then from 2016 onward, we have increased this again, and the least count now is 0.005 kg, and this is the set square which we are using, in which 19 graduations on the main scale are matched with 20 graduations on this vertical scale. Actually, whenever you are performing all of these measurements, when you are using the instruments, then the first thing is the calibration. At the start of each daily mass measurement session, you must be using a standard 2 kg mass to check if the beam scale is working properly. Now I will be giving you the step-by-step protocols how to measure this mass. The measurement should be done in the morning between 9 AM and 12 noon. Select a suitable place to put down the beam scale, a wooden board or a clean cemented floor. I am talking about this because the measurements would be performed in villages, in the different places, in Kachi Abadis. So if you have got the floor which is not level, which is not clean, which is not cemented, which is uneven, then it would cause a problem. So you better bring a wooden board to put over there, and then you have to check the level of the surface, whether this is horizontal, truly horizontal. In the engineering science, this is called the zero level surface. So check the level of the surface using a spirit level. If the surface is not level, which is inclined along the line formed by joining the heels of the child, identify another place or reorienting the weighing scale. What would happen that if the surface is not level, then the machine which is put over there and the child is standing is tilted, and then the child's center of mass is not really, if you have got a line, plumb line which is passing through the body, then it is not really vertical, and then there would be a torque which is acting, and you will not be recording a correct mass. Place the weighing machine on the surface. Check the level of the weighing machine along the line mentioned above with the help of the spirit level by placing it over the center of the machine. The next step is that you have to make sure that the weighing machine reading is 0. When I am talking about the weighing machine, generally I think it is meant as the beam scale. Otherwise, if you have got the bathroom scale, these same procedures apply to that. If the machine is not reading 0, which means the machine has got the 0 error, and you must note that 0 error and subtract it from each reading. Next thing is calibration. You have to place a standard 2 kg mass to check if the beam scale is working properly. Next step, ask the child to take off everything except short underpants, including stockings, socks, leggings, shoes, hair accessories and other accessories. Actually, total disrobing is essential to make sure proper posture, not flexing of knees and elbows, standardized position, weight equally distributed on both feet, head straight, as well as certain the child has breathed in maximum air during the process of measurement of mass. Further, if the child is wearing any clothes, then the mass of the clothes is also included in the mass of the child, and actually we are interested in the net mass. In case if you have to take the mass of the child with clothes on, that is called the gross mass, and the net mass is the mass without any clothing present. Ask the child to step on the weighing machine in a standardized position, which is just both feet parallel. There should be a slight gap between them and look straight. Knees and elbows should not be flexed. This is flexion and this is extension. If the elbows are flexed, then this is not a proper posture. Hold a pencil at the eye level in front of the nose and ask the child to look in the pencil. Ask the child to breathe in deep and hold the breath. Record the mass of the child to the least count of 0.005 kilograms using the set squares with enhanced vernier scale mounted on edge. The recording should be done with the assistance of a social scientist or a teacher. Now I will be giving you the sources of hazard or injury. Now the beam scale is a heavy metallic object, and in case it falls off and the child is playing around the beam scale, which is resulting in the fall of the scale, the sharp edges of the set square which is going in eyes or ears. Similarly, if the child is standing on the bathroom scale and the child is fiddling around the bathroom scale, which is just like a skateboard, so it could also overturn and then making the child to fall down. The sources of error here are heavy and light weighting during successive measurements of adults, different styles of clothing during successive measurements of errors, scarf if not taken off, leggings, socks and shoes if not removed, shaking child, zero error, unequal weight on both feet, child holding on to something, breathing, complete breathe in, heels up and down, flexing of knees or elbows. Recording at different times of the day, wet body after bath, body not clean, pockets holding heavy things, measuring before and after elimination, looking up to read own weight, measuring before and after heavy meal intake, after disturbed sleep, weight of watch, ornament and eye, glasses if not removed, level of surface on which machine is placed. Now, the measurement of mass or weight provides ample pedagogical opportunities for teachers. In biology, it would teach you the metabolism of food. In chemistry, it would give you the process of food conversion resulting in gaining energy and sweating. In engineering, it would give you a need of level surface, checking if the machine itself is level. Health and safety, a rapid loss of weight would signal physical problems. Unutilized food results in fat deposit contributing to obesity. And of course, in mathematics, the significance of serial measurements of weight, plotting of graph, computation of slope, concept of time series, prediction of adult mass or weight, net mass computation from gross mass, optimal mass for height. Net mass is defined as a mass with zero clothing on. Gross mass is the mass recorded in indoor clothes. In physics, the measurement techniques, reproducibility of the measurements, exertion of equal weight on both feet. In Quranic studies, the maintaining optimal weight for height is encouraged in the Holy Quran. Verse 29, chapter 17, Surah Bani Israel or Surah Al-Asra, by stating that one should exercise discretion in spending, neither to spend too much like burning candles at both ends, nor become stingy. So today we have talked about the measurement of mass and weight, which is one of the very important parameters, not only which can determine obesity, but undernutrition, malnutrition or acute malnutrition, which are bigger problems in the third world countries. It's a very interesting problem in the third world countries. We have got obese parents and underweight children. The way the food, dieting habits and the nutritional requirements of the children are not fulfilled properly. So, the measurement of the mass and weight is a very, very important aspect, and our NGDS team recommends that the measurement of height and weight should be compulsory from the time the child, even before the child enters the school in the primary healthcare units, and when the child enters the school, that should be done twice during a year, so that we can monitor whether the child is growing properly, and we could have a happy and healthy childhood as well as adulthood, making a very strong Pakistan. Thank you very much for bearing with me, and the last and final lecture will be talking about the measurement of mid-upper arm circumference. See you next week.